So the cross behind me represents a masterpiece of Irish art. The man who sculpted this, his name has been lost to history, but he is known as the Michelangelo of this period. He carved this cross, the market cross, in Kells. He also carved the cross in Monaster Boyce and Clonmacnoise, just to name a few, and they are each astounding. Now I'm going to take you through some of the elements of this particular cross, but just to let you know, we have looked at some of the crosses in the monastic settlement. This cross represents, we believe, the sacrament of the Eucharist. We come across some of the other crosses may refer to baptism. So it would be interesting if these different sacraments were performed at the different crosses. At the centre of the cross, we believe this is Daniel in the lion's den. At the top here, we think it's just to the right side. This might be where Abraham was told to sacrifice his son Isaac when an angel stopped him from killing Isaac. Over here, that familiar figure, Saint Anthony, he was tempted by all sorts of animals who came to his cave, both to try and frighten him and also to offer him nice treats so he would give up his really harsh way of life and turn away from God. Below, just beneath Daniel, there's a suggestion this might be Cain and Abel, but beneath this, I think it's the biggest panel, and it's very interesting. Now you can see there's a huge warrior figure in the middle. We know this has something to do with King David. Now it either represents this is Goliath and the Philistine army who Goliath fought with, or this is King David who has just become king. So David, he was famous for defeating the giant Goliath. He later went on to become the king of the Israelites, having famously won this battle. We just don't know what this represents. So this is the final figure on the shaft of this high cross. You have, it looks like a leg, but that is actually Jesus wrapped in his burial shroud in his tomb, and above him you have Roman centurions. There were Roman soldiers who were sent to guard Jesus' tomb, and they've actually fallen asleep. And you can just kind of see their heads are slightly dipped. The base of the Kells High Cross is really cool. I'm at the back and I'm just going to bring you around so you can see these are all soldiers. They are seated on horseback, and we can tell that it's really old. It's before the Norman period, because all the soldiers, they have these circular shields, where the Normans, they would have had much different shields. They were kind of like a rectangle that went down into a triangle, a point at the bottom. Now, these are all again scenes of warriors and the hunt. I think this is really interesting. You have the stag here. I think this is a boar. The hounds that are chasing it is just beneath, and then you have kind of a warrior figure, possibly with a spear. It's hard to say, but he's just there. And I love this, is my favourite part. I'm a Sagittarius, and the symbol for our horoscope is the centaur, which is the half man, half horse. Here you have half man. They're famous for being great archers, and there he is. There is a bird on his back. It's possibly representing a hunting bird or a falcon. More centaurs, and then these great birds over here. And that is the base, all kind of what we call secular images, and loads. It's just really interesting.